Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are learning compound interest. What is compound interest? First, let's learn the term interest. Whenever a person gives his money to someone else, he gets some extra money. Suppose there is a bank. Bank is giving loan to a person of 1,000 rupees. Bank is giving money to some another person. Let that person is A. What will happen? After some time, A has to pay this 1,000 rupees. Plus, he also has to pay extra money to the bank for taking this money. And let that extra money he pays at the end of a year, suppose 1100, 1100 he is paying. So that extra money, how much? 1100 minus 1000. So 100 rupees he is paying to the bank extra along with this 1000. So this extra money itself is known as interest. Now interest, there is a two method to calculate. One is simple interest, what we have learnt in our 7th standard. Here also I will explain. And the second one is compound interest, which is there in our syllabus. What is simple interest? Simple interest is calculated as flat for the whole time period. What I mean is, suppose there is 1,000 rupees. Rate of interest what bank is charging is suppose 10% per annum. This is compounding period. What is compounding period? That also I will explain. And suppose the time is 2 years. So to calculate simple interest, there is a simple interest ka formula is principal into rate into time upon 100. So here in this case it is 1,000 rupees into rate is 10, time period is 2 and divided by 100. We can do the cutting and it is 200. So interest is 200 for 2 years. What is amount? Amount is how much A has to pay back to the bank. So he has borrowed, suppose this case I am taking, he has borrowed 1,000 rupees which is principal and interest for 2 years is 200. So it means 1200. 1,200 rupees A has to pay to the bank after 2 years. So this is the simple interest. What is compound interest? It's a simple, obviously compound interest is not simple. That is why it's a compound interest. Simple interest is this the method. In compound interest, whatever the compounding period is. Compounding period means, suppose I have, take the same example, bank has given money to person A. And after 1 year, whatever the interest is accumulated, that will get added to the principal. Here I'll explain. Suppose the 1,000 rupees after 1 year, 100 rupees was interest. So for the second year, like here it is 2 years, so 0 to 1 year, then 1 to 2 years. Here the interest accumulated was 100 rupees. So for the second period, 0 to 1, 1 to 2. So for the first year, the principal was 100. But for the second year, means at the end of the first year, the principal will get changed. And what is that principal? Principal for the second year, we write it as P2. Principal for the second year is original principal, means principal for the first year, plus whatever the interest is. Here in this case it is 100. So 1,000 plus 100 will give you 1,100 as the principal for the second year. Now here if I want to calculate interest for the second year, so interest for the second year. How much it will be? I'll write interest Y2. Y2 means for the year 2. Principal 1100 and then rate of interest is 10 and for 1 year. Why 1 when it was for the 2 year? Because here at every year end we add interest to the principal. So it is 1100. Oh, I forgot 0. These 0 got cancelled. So 110. 110 rupees interest for the first year. Here the amount he has to pay is, amount is nothing but principal which was 1000 and interest for the first year it is 100, for the second year it is 110. So he has to pay 1210 rupees. Can you say here the interest was only 200 but here 210. Means in compound interest a person get more money compared to the simple interest for the same amount for the same rate of interest. Just we are changing the method of computation. Here if I use the formula, here A is the amount. We have the formula for the simple interest directly, but here this is the formula for amount. We substitute here value. A is equals to P means principal, 1, rate of interest is 2, rate of interest is 10 and time period is 2. So when I solve this, it is 1000, 1010 cancel. I have to take LCM. So 1 and 10 ka LCM is 10. Make the denominator equal by multiplying 10. So 10 plus 1. Correct? And when I will solve this, how much it will be? 100 and then 11 chi square 121, 10 chi square is 100. Just simply cut these two 0 and it is 1210. This is the amount I am getting. So amount is this. Here I am using the simple method, simple interest method to find out the compound interest. But here I can directly use this formula. Here P is principal, R is rate of interest and T is time. What is compound interest? Compound interest, if you want to calculate, CI means compound interest. Take the principal which is 1210 here and principal is 1000. You subtract, you will directly get interest. So this is the compound interest. Here I have written what means what, like here P is principal, initial principal, R is rate of interest, T is time and A amount after T years. Like in this case, after 2 years, what is the amount? I hope you understood this. Let's do one sum related to the same topic. This question says, a sum of 20,000 is borrowed by Hina for 2 years. So if I solve this, let's write the information first. When we do that, what is given, it is easy to solve the formula or substitute the value. So in this question given is principal which is rupees 20,000. Then they have given time which is 2 years over here. And then they have given 8% compounded annually. What is compounding period? I will teach in a while. So here rate of interest is 8%. They have asked for compound interest and the amount she has to pay. Means amount also and compound interest also. So here you can use direct method or you can use formula method. I am solving this with the formula method. So formula says principal is equals to, amount is equals to principal 1 plus rate of interest divided by 100 and power is T, time period. Principal I got here is 20,000. R, that is rate of interest, is 8 divided by 100 and time period is 2. This much is clear. Then here you can substitute all the value. You can do the cutting also. 4 2s are 4 2s are 4 5s are. When I take LCM 25, here I need to multiply 25 to make the denominator equal. 25 plus 2, that is 27 divided by 25 is square. When you will solve this, you will get something 20,000, 120, 27 into 27, 25 into 25. So you can do the cutting. 25 ones are and 25 eights are, that is 800. Then further you can do the cutting and you will get answer 3328. Correct? Now, if this is the amount she has to pay, what is the compound interest? See, compound interest we have studied is amount minus principal. So amount she is paying sorry, I think I did the calculation wrong here. It is 23328. Multiplication was wrong. So amount is 23328 and principal is 20,000. So the interest is 3328. Correct? So this is the compound interest after 2 years, which Hina has to pay this much interest, and this is the amount, means interest plus principal. Clear? Let's see the next question. Now, where we use compound interest? Compound interest formula can be used in many of these situations. First, like if in a village, city or a country population is increasing or decreasing at some particular percent, we can find out that using the compound interest formula. If the bacteria is growing at the rate of particular percentage, we can also find out that. Even if some item is decreasing. Take the example of, suppose someone has bought a car. After 1 year, that price will not be the same because second-hand car no one will buy at the same price. In that case, the price decreases. At what rate the price decreases is known as depreciation rate, and the value after depreciation is known as depreciated values. Let's understand this concept using the numerical. Here, take the example, a TV was bought at a price of 21,000. Okay? So you can say the principal or price, how much? It is 21,000. After 1 year, only 1 year, value of the TV was depreciated by 5%. So depreciation is 5%. See, here depreciation means they have given the definition. Reduction of value due to use and age of the item. Reduction means I have to subtract that, right? How to do? Let's see. Find the value of the TV after 1 year. So there is a reduction. How to calculate the reduction or depreciation? Reduction itself is known as depreciation. Depreciation is 5%, means 5 upon 100 of what? Of initial value. Correct? When I solve this, how much I'll get? It is 21. 21 into 5, right? So it is 105,050, correct? 20 got cancelled, this 0, 21, 210 into 5, that is 1050. What is depreciated value? Depreciated value means original price. Depreciated value is original price minus reduction, that is depreciation. So original price is 21,000. I need to subtract 1050. So how much it will be? It will be 19,950. Correct? So this is the depreciated value. Suppose you are using the compounding formula. So for compounding formula, means compound interest formula, I can get AP1 R by 100, right? This is the formula raised to n. Instead of plus, in compound interest there is a plus. So instead of that, as it is depreciation, you need to subtract that value, correct? Because the value, final value will get subtracted. So that is why in place of plus just use minus, correct? Let's see one more example related to the application. Suppose the population of a city was 20,000 in the year 1997. So in 1997 they have given 1997 population was how much? Population is 20,000, correct? It is increasing, so rate of increase, correct? Rate of increase is how much? I'll just write the symbols to make it clear, right? Percentage, rate of increase is 5% per annum. And they are asking at the end of 2000, at the year of 2000, what is the population? So what we have to do? We'll use the same amount principle. 1. As the population is increasing, use plus sign, r by 100 raised to time t. So initial population is 20,000. 1. Rate of increase is 5 upon 100 raised to how many years? See, in 1997, then there is a 1998, 1999 and then 2000. So 1 year, 2 year and 3 year, in 3 years, right? So what we can do? 20,000, do the cutting, 1 za, 2 za, here take LCM, so 20 plus 1, 21 by 20 raised to 3. Then what we can do? Just do the cutting. 21 I can write 3 times because it is cube, and then write 20 again 3 times. So this will be 21 za, then it is 1000, 21 za, 25 za, then 500, then 1010, then you can do 1 za, 225 za. When we multiply all the things, we will get how much? 23152.5. This is the population in 2000, year 2000. In 1997 they have given initial population. So for the population at the end of 2000 will be this much, correct? Now coming to the topic compounding period. What is compounding period? Till now, whatever the question we have seen, it was related to rate of interest compounded yearly. They have given 10% per annum and the compound period is yearly. Annum means year only, correct? Yearly. So in this case, we need not to change the time period or rate of interest. Suppose the rate of interest is 10% per annum and the time period is 2 years and says the compounding is half yearly. What is given? 10% per annum for 2 years, but the compounding period is half yearly. It means if this is per year, so for half year, what will be the rate of interest? It says r by 2. Obviously, if for the year it is 10, so for half year means I need to reduce, that is 5%. And it is 2 years, so in 2 years, how many half years are there? So in 1 year, 2 half yearly, right? Because 1 year means 2 half years. So in 2 years, there are 4 half years. So I need to double the time period. There is 2 years. So 2 into 2 means 4 half year. In this case, I'll take the time as 2t. 2 and whatever the time is there. Sometimes it also asks quarterly, right? Quarterly means 4 times a year. 4 times a year means, see, if 10% per annum is there, I need to calculate 4 times. So divide it by 4 because this is for the year. 4 times means quarterly. Quarterly means for 3 months. Correct? So if for 12 months it is 10%. So for 3 months, how much? We have done the ratio proportion in the first exercise of this chapter. So this way also can you see, for 12 months it is 10%, for 3 months it is X. Use it by direct proportion. 3 4s are, so X is equals to 10 divided by 4, which is 2.5%. This way you can solve. And what will be the time period? In 1 year there are 4 quarters, correct? 4 quarter means 3 months, 3 months, 3 months and 3 months. Total 3 months means 4. So in 2 years it will be 8 quarter. Correct? So this is the compounding period. Sometimes they also ask monthly. No problem. Monthly means 12 months in a year. So divide rate of interest by 12 and multiply the year into by 12 because it is per month. Let's see one example. You will understand it better. So find the compound interest on rupees 10,000 at 10% per annum for 1 year. Compounded, it says half yearly. Half yearly. Okay. So principal they have given me rupees 10,000 and rate is 10%, yes, but it is per annum, means for the year. So for half year how much it will be? 10 divided by 2%, that is 5% per half yearly, right? Because the compound period is half yearly, so I need to divide it by 2. And time period is 1 year. But in 1 year, how many half year there? 2 into 1 means 2 half yearly. 2 half year. Wait, I'll write it neatly. 2 half year. Correct? Now use the formula. Amount is equals to principal 1 plus R by 100 raised to T. So principal is 10,000. Rate of interest because compounding period is half yearly, so I need to, so 5 upon 100 and compounding period is 2. So 10,000, do the cutting, 1s and 2s, take LCM. So after LCM it is 21 by 20 square. When you solve it, 10,000, 21, 21, 20 into 20. Just do the simple cutting. You will get this as 11,025. They have asked the compound interest, not the principal. So compound interest is amount minus principal, which is 1125 minus 10,000 will give me 1,025 as compound interest. Hope you have understood this. I will upload the exercise 8.3 very soon. Till now, keep studying. Take care and bye-bye.